as though we're ready to start this bad boy.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Scared of the dark.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to Woodland, and welcome to our celebration of being designated as one of the nation's best, a National Blue Ribbon School. We are glad you're here. I'm Darla Hurstead, the building principal, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies this afternoon. Before we begin, I would like to thank the many people who helped make today happen. We have a Blue Ribbon planning team, decorating committee, refreshment crew, our custodial staff was busy setting things up, our office staff was always busy, Trish, our amazing work study, Jill Johnson, food service, and really our entire staff for their flexibility throughout our Proud Blue Week. Like everything we do around here, it took a team to make it happen. I have the honor of introducing our first speaker, Alexandria Public Schools Superintendent, Mrs. Julie Kritz. Thank you. Good afternoon. This is a very special day for the Alexandria Public School District. A very special day for our community, and most importantly, a very special day for the staff and students and families at Woodland Elementary School. Being named a 2017 National Blue Ribbon School in the exemplary high-performing category is a tremendous honor. It highlights the hard work and dedication by all of you to ensure the highest levels of academic achievement. Last month, your principal, Mrs. Harstead, and fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Hayes, represented your school and your school community at a National Blue Ribbon School Award ceremony in Washington, D.C. They were presented with a National Blue Ribbon plaque and a flag which will now be proudly displayed at Woodland School as a visual reminder to everyone of your hard work and accomplishments. This week, you've all been celebrating your Proud Blue game, and in particular, I have to say I really enjoyed hearing new students sharing stories over the PA system about why they are proud blue. I love hearing how you are all growing in your learning and supporting each other to be successful. We've had a lot of support along the way to make this kind of success possible, and today is an opportunity to recognize and thank some pretty amazing people that have helped to make this happen. First, I'd like to thank our school board members for their commitment and leadership in providing students with the very best possible education and learning environment. Please stand when I call your name. Pam Carlson, Alan Zepammer, Angie Krebs, Bob Kniff, and now entering Sandy Susek. Board members Dr. Dean Anderson, Dave Anderson, to represent you on the school board, and they are extremely proud of your efforts, students and staff and community. Next, I want to recognize elected officials that were to be here today. If they're here, we'd ask that they stand. Senator Ingebrigtsen, is he here? Maybe that didn't work out. Our newspaper and radio media partners, we have several that are here today, and they help to tell the good stories about the good work of our students and staff, and that is instrumental in our success as well. So we're appreciative of the media support that we have. I believe we may have Jackie Anderson, the Economic Development Officer from the United States Congressman Colin Peterson's office. Thank you for being here as well today. Collectively, all of your hard work has brought us to this point today, and it really is for the students. I want you students to know that you are most fortunate to live and learn in a community that places a high priority on you and on your education. You live in a community that believes in young people. In closing, I'd like you to know how proud I am to be your superintendent, how honored I am to work in a school system like this. When I look out at all of you, I feel excited about the district's future. And in Alexandria Public Schools, the future looks bright. Keep up the good work.
While I'm talking about the 5th grade writing that was done, if there are students here to help Grace with her presentation, you can make your way up to the stage at this time. 5th grade students were invited to develop a written product that described why they think Woodland is a blue ribbon school. We had several students participate, and all of the submissions were thoughtful and well written. Due to time, we were able to select only a few, but I'd like to thank all of the 5th graders who took the time to express their pride about our school. Our first student speaker is Grace Ergy.
This is my Woodland poem. W is for willing to step out of their way. O is for optimistic people. O is for outgoing. D is for don't give up. L is for loving teachers and students. A is for always happy. N is for no bullying. D is for doing hard work always. That's the way of the Woodland spirit.
Thank you, 5th graders. You can return to your spots. Mrs. Johnson?
Our Woodland students have prepared a musical selection for you today. It's called Out of the Ordinary We Are. Students, please stand and turn and face our audience.
Woodland students, eyes on Mrs. Johnson. Thank you. Thank you, students. And a special thank you to Mrs. Johnson for her efforts in pulling a whole school medley together. Beautiful. Our next 5th grade speaker is Lydia Holdenham.
Woodland has been accepted as one of the top 8 schools in Minnesota. But how did we get there? A blue ribbon represents what we are good at, or shows what people have done to make this community a better place. But one blue ribbon can tell more than that. It shows effort, responsibility, kindness, honesty, determination, and so much more. This blue ribbon is very special, and even though it may seem like another thing to show what you've done well in, it really is the moment it happens, the person who receives it, and the pride that stays with the person, people in this case. One reason I think that Woodland is a blue ribbon school is that we have great staff. Our staff do their best to make sure that we live in a safe place and community. The teachers teach us, which means that they take the time and effort to make sure that we have a bright future. Just think if you were a teacher, or if you are a teacher, how much pressure it is to get all the kids home safely into college. The parents have a similar task. Their job is to make sure we're safe outside, that they can work with the teachers to make sure our learning experience is as good as it can be in any subject, and much more. This also goes out to the specialist teachers. You guys all help us figure out what tough life decisions and what our passions are. The cooks play an important role in the staff, and I think they do such a good job preparing food for us so we can learn on a full stomach. Janitors too, let's not forget them. They help us make sure that we live and learn in a clean environment. Another reason I think Woodland is a blue ribbon school is all the kids here. All the kids here are respectful, follow the code of conduct, and are great problem solvers. If there is a problem, and I speak from experience, we usually solve it out ourselves before going to a teacher. Being one of the leaders in the school, I look down at all of us and consider us a great group of kids here. Definitely one of the things that I'm going to miss most here are all the kids wanting to learn after me and take my place as they move up in grades and improve. I really love all the kids, and it makes me cheery and I think about moving. Last but not least is how we put all this together to make an overly successful school. If we did not have one of these key things in our school, it wouldn't be this successful. That's what keeps us kids wanting to come back to school. If we didn't have one of these things, it wouldn't be a blue ribbon school. These things are perfect examples of why I think Woodland is a blue ribbon school, and I hope it stays this way. Teachers and parents prove that, the kids at school do, and putting it all together to make a school proves my point. Woodland truly deserves to be a blue ribbon school, and I'm proud to say this school is always going to be the school that I miss most.
We always have a growth mindset. Growth mindset is we never give up. Our fixed mindset is we don't have a good attitude about what we're working. We are purposeful. All the teachers are great, and they always help us when a problem is wrong. They always teach us what to do and help us. We are creative! We are creative because when we're in the makerspace, we make new things. I made a piggy bank and a toy pot and art. We are creative when we are in the makerspace because we get to make solve different things and use, like, you do teamwork to help other people, and if you need help, they can help you, or you can help another person. Woodland is so awesome because everybody's so creative.
I think Woodland deserves a Blue Ribbon Award because we have a really dedicated staff, and I know that this staff goes above and beyond for each and every one of the students, whether that be the SPED, the paras, all the way to the custodians in the lunchroom. So we have a really awesome staff here that works hard to make sure that every kid gets what they need and every kid's successful. So.
Well, I think Woodland is exemplary in so many ways. We're just blessed with a beautiful building, the natural environment, they have a garden. And I think the people at Woodland really care about the students. And one of the things we do is we differentiate instruction so that every child has a right to succeed and they can succeed. And one of the other things I like about Woodland is that I feel like our whole staff, the parents, and our wonderful volunteers work together to make sure that every child has a good education. So Woodland is definitely a Blue Ribbon school, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
Woodland is awesome because we work hard. Woo, go Woodland!
One thing that I really love about Woodland School is that it's not just my students, it's everyone's students. So we really work together as a team to make sure that every child has their needs met and that everyone is treated and cared for. So it starts at the beginning of the day when Mrs. Johnson is greeting them at the bus, and then they see Ms. Maddox at the locker bay, and everybody is just greeted with a smile and a hello, and no matter what their role is as an adult or a teacher in the school, they're caring about every kid here. So I think something that makes us a Blue Ribbon school is that everyone is cared for by all the adults in our building.
Woodland is awesome because we have new teachers and we have special students. Unique is a word when teachers get to teach you so much and you get to have fun at the same time. Like I get to play on the playground with my friends. We are a positive school. We have a positive attitude and we're positive because we like to learn. Top 20 is the growth mindset and your cleanliness and you're being a good friend and you stay above the line. Bottom 80 people, they focus on other people's work. They like to play a lot. They rarely make mistakes because they stay at a low level and they never exceed in their learning.
Family is the discouragement for our school because I feel like everyone treats us, especially the teachers, like family, and we're all just a big community.
At Woodland School, we have an attitude of gratitude. We are thankful for many things. I am thankful for all of my awesome students.
We are also thankful for our beautiful building. Learners and girls, hardworking teachers and staff. Fun special classes. Awesome breakfasts and lunches. Fantastic outdoor facilities. Excellent learning materials. And classmates and friends. Woodland School is awesome!
We are proud to be part of Woodland because we work hard and we never give up.
Teachers, they would really have to make a Blue Ribbon and kids do too.
I'd like to recognize and thank high school teacher Ty Granning and his media production students for helping us put together that video. Our next fifth grade student speakers are Cameron O'Shea and Micah Walswick.
Hi, my name is Cameron O'Shea. There are three main reasons why I think Woodland is a blue ribbon school. Number one, the teachers are awesome because they make class interesting and fun. They also know what each student needs in order to improve in any subject area. Another reason why Woodland has a blue ribbon is they have good staff that help kids out at lunch and recess. The last reason why I think Woodland has a blue ribbon school is the school makes me feel comfortable and safe.
Hi, my name is Mike Waldwick. Woodland is special to me because of all the memories. It's so cool to me because things change. It's like a teacher retires and then we get another good teacher. I just love how every teacher cares for me. People stand up for each other and it just brings joy to my eyes. That's why I love Woodland. Thank you.
He ran away with the microphone.
We have some future speakers, don't we? Excellent. So as we bring our program to a conclusion, I did want to take a few moments though to try to describe to all of you who we are, who is Woodland. Well, when you look at a school, there's a whole lot of numbers. And Woodland definitely has its share of numbers. So here's a few, just as some examples. Woodland's 85 staff members work with 460 K through 5 students in this beautiful facility built in 2009 on a 48-acre site. Our MCA level of proficiency over the last 5 years averages 73% in reading and 79% in math, which are both higher than both state and district averages. This year, the Minnesota Commissioner of Education, Dr. Brenda Casilius, acknowledged Woodland Elementary for reducing the achievement gap by 50% in math in 2017. In being awarded as a National Blue Ribbon School, we recognize we are one school out of over 169,000 public and private schools across the nation. 342 schools were recognized this year, which means we represent less than 0.25% of our nation's schools. Wow. All of these numbers help tell a story, but it still doesn't really define who we are. So, what does? It's everyone in this room. It takes a team of committed individuals working together to educate the whole child. So let me introduce to you who's in this room. Our food service staff provide a nutritious breakfast and lunch to fuel bodies and brains for optimum learning. Our paraprofessionals and reading corps tutors work diligently to assist students in so many ways. And in whatever they do it with a deep sincerity of wanting to help a child do a little bit better each day, feel good about him or herself, and celebrate progress, whether big or small. The office staff keeps this ship afloat. There's a lot of information that goes in and out of the office every day, and even during the busiest moments, they do it with a smile. Our work study in the office, Trish, does a tremendous job of taking on any kind of task we give her. Our tech support, Logan, keeps us up and running with the technology embedded in the school. Our instructional coaches provide training and support to help our teaching staff fine-tune their methods and continue improving student success. Our social workers and school psychologists help teachers problem-solve strategies, identify interventions, and carry out individual plans of student support. Our maintenance team takes pride not only in keeping our building looking good, but working efficiently to create an effective learning environment for our students. Our bus drivers get our kids to and from school safely every day. And our teachers. Our teachers value and believe in the potential each child has regardless of barriers. Whether they're working as a classroom teacher, special education teacher, or provider, or an interventionist, these individuals put their hearts into their instruction, and they work tirelessly to meet the needs of students. If you are a current or a past staff member of Woodland in any role, would you please stand to be recognized? Thank you, and thanks for what you do each and every day. But guess what? It's not just about the staff. It takes support beyond these walls. Parents, you are your child's first and most important teacher. The support and collaboration that we have with you is valued and key to their success. Our school board members demonstrate commitment to the 21st century educational practices, and they have been so supportive of the efforts of our educators and students. District leaders provide guidance in keeping us on track with our district mission, vision, and goals to have the greatest impact on student learning and growth. Our elected officials advocate for children and families in our area by supporting laws and policies that most benefit their well-being. We celebrate all members of the community for the ongoing support they provide in helping our schools both maintain and grow in our capacity to serve our youth. And finally, our volunteers. Volunteering is often referred to as a work of heart, and a lot of heart they have, giving up their time, making connections with our students, helping bridge a gap of understanding are just a few ways that they support the Woodland mission. If you are a parent, volunteer, school board member, elected official, district leader, or community member, please stand to be recognized. Thank you for all of your support. And I should say extended families as well. I see some grandparents, perhaps aunts and uncles. Your support is also greatly appreciated. Finally, our students. Guess what? You are the reason all of these people are in this room. Everyone I've introduced is part of a team with a common goal. It's to help you learn and develop the skills that you'll need to be successful in the future. You're working hard, and we are so proud of every step you take in your learning journey. Students, please stand so we can celebrate you and your successes. We are almost done, but I need you to sit down one more time as I bring this to a closure. So as we move forward, we will forever have the distinction of being called a National Blue Ribbon School. But we also know our task is never complete. Every child, Every situation provides an opportunity to learn something new and improve our practice. And that's what makes Woodland a Blue Ribbon School. We don't give up. We believe in our kids, and that's exactly what they deserve. Before we dismiss, I want to thank you again for coming. We will be having our students leave the gym first in a recessional, and following that, all of our guests are invited for a small reception in the cafeteria. While you're here this afternoon, feel free to walk about our school. I'm going to warn you, the bell rings at 2:20, and the hallways get a little bit more crowded. But if you'd like a tour or you would like to look around, I'd be happy to show you as well. I believe Mrs. Kritz has a couple of parting words also before we leave.
There's one person that was not called out or recognized in our ceremony to this point. And students, you might be able to figure out who that is that we did not recognize. Anybody have an idea? Any point? Mrs. Harstead, would you stand, please? I just want to take this moment to thank Mrs. Harstead for her truly undying dedication, passion, not only for education, but truly for Woodland School and the whole Woodland School community. So, Mrs. Harstead, thank you so much for all that you did to help the students here and to carry out this ceremony today.
Organized that threw us off the program. So, like I've been telling staff and students over the past several weeks, we wish you all a blue ribbon kind of day. Students, you may stand and follow your teacher's directions back to your classroom.